This is a last-minute prompt/script that I had to generate since I didn't have a lot of time again, so here's what it was made. I'll be honest with you, the plot could be better. INT. King's Cross Station, London, afternoon. Intelligent Detective D. May Jones is arguing with sympathetic shopkeeper Dr. Rhiannon Wilson. May tries to hug Rhiannon but she shakes her off. May, please Rhiannon, don't leave me. Rhiannon, I'm sorry May, but I'm looking for somebody a bit braver. Somebody who faces her fears head-on, instead of running away. May, I am such a person. Rhiannon frowns. Rhiannon, I'm sorry, May. I just don't feel excited by this relationship anymore. Rhiannon leaves. May sits down, looking defeated. Moments later, Admirable Scout Professor Luke Kahn barges in looking flustered. May, goodness, Luke. Is everything okay? Luke, I'm afraid not. May, what is it? Don't keep me in suspense. Luke, it's a vampire. I saw an evil vampire frame a bunch of children. May, defenseless children? Luke, yes, defenseless children. May, bloomin' heck, Luke. We've got to do something. Luke, I agree, but I wouldn't know where to start. May, you can start by telling me where this happened. Luke, I was. Fans himself and begins to wheeze. May, focus Luke, focus. Where did it happen? Luke, Notting Hill, London. That's right, Notting Hill, London. May springs up and begins to run. Extension A Road, continuous. May rushes along the street, followed by Luke. They take a shortcut through some back gardens, jumping fences along the way. Extension Notting Hill, London, shortly after. Elizabeth Smith, a rude vampire, terrorizes two children. May, closely followed by Luke, rushes towards Elizabeth, but suddenly stops in her tracks. Luke, what is it? What's the matter? May, that's not just any old vampire, that's Elizabeth Smith. Luke, who's Elizabeth Smith? May, who's Elizabeth Smith? Who's Elizabeth Smith? Only the rudest vampire in the universe. Luke, blinkin' knickers, May. We're going to need some help if we're going to stop the rudest vampire in the universe. May, you can say that again. Luke, blinkin' knickers, May. We're going to need some help if we're going to stop the rudest vampire in the universe. May, I'm going to need guns, lots of guns. Elizabeth turns and sees May and Luke. She grins an evil grin. Elizabeth, May Jones, we meet again. Luke, you've met? May, yes. It was a long, long time ago. Extension A Park, back in time. A young May is sitting in a park listening to some reggae music when suddenly a dark shadow casts over her. She looks up and sees Elizabeth. She takes off her headphones. Elizabeth, would you like some peppermints? May's eyes light up, but then she studies Elizabeth more closely and looks uneasy. May, I don't know, you look kind of rude. Elizabeth, me? No. I'm not rude. I'm the least rude vampire in the world. May, wait, you're a vampire? May runs away, screaming. Extension Notting Hill, London, present day. Elizabeth, you were a coward then, and you are a coward now. Luke, to May, you ran away. May, to Luke, I was a young child. What was I supposed to do? May turns to Elizabeth, I may have run away from you then, but I won't run away this time. May runs away. She turns back and shouts. May, I am running away, but I'll be back, with guns. Elizabeth, I'm not scared of you. May, you should be. Extension Chippewa Square, Savannah, later that day. May and Luke walk around searching for something. May, I feel sure I left my guns somewhere around here. Luke, are you sure? It does seem like an odd place to keep deadly guns. May, you know nothing, Luke Kahn. Luke, we've been searching for ages. I really don't think they're here. Suddenly, Elizabeth appears, holding a pair of guns. Elizabeth, looking for something? Luke, crikey, May, she's got your guns. May, tell me something I don't already know. Luke, the Earth's circumference at the equator is about 40,075 kilometers. May, I know that already. Luke, I pickle my earwax and keep it in a jar under my bed. Elizabeth, appalled, dude. While Elizabeth is looking at Luke with disgust, May lunges forward and grabs her deadly guns. She wields them, triumphantly. May, prepare to die, you rude cauliflower. Elizabeth, no, please. All I did was frame a bunch of children. Rhiannon enters, unseen by any of the others. May, I cannot tolerate that kind of behavior. Those children were defenseless. Well, now they have a defender, and that's me. May Jones, defender of innocent children. Elizabeth, don't hurt me. Please. May, give me one good reason I shouldn't use these guns on you immediately. Elizabeth, because May, I am your mother. May looks stunned for a few moments but then collects herself. May, no you're not. Elizabeth, ah well, it had to be worth a try. Elizabeth tries to grab the guns but May dodged them out of the way. May, who's the mummy now? Huh? Huh? Unexpectedly, Elizabeth slumps to the ground. Luke, did she just faint? May, I think so. Well, that's disappointing. I was instead hoping for a more dramatic conclusion, involving my deadly guns. May crouches over Elizabeth's body. Luke, be careful, May. It could be a trick. May, no, it's not a trick. It appears that. It would seem. Elizabeth Smith is dead. Luke, what? May, yes, it appears that I scared her to death. Luke claps his hands, so your guns did save the day, after all. Rhiannon steps forward. Rhiannon, is it true? Did you kill the rude vampire? May, Rhiannon, how long have you been? Rhiannon puts her arm around May. Rhiannon, long enough. May, then you saw it for yourself. I killed Elizabeth Smith. Rhiannon, then the children are safe? May, it does seem that way. A crowd of vulnerable children enters, looking relieved. Rhiannon, you are their hero. The children bow to May. May, there is no need to bow to me. I seek no worship. The knowledge that Elizabeth Smith will never frame children ever again is enough for me. Rhiannon, you are humble as well as brave. One of the children passes May a shiny pendant. Rhiannon, I think they want you to have it, as a symbol of their gratitude. May, I couldn't possibly. Well, if you insist. Takes pendant, thank you. The children bow their heads once more and leave. May turns to Rhiannon. May, does this mean you want me back? Rhiannon, oh, May, of course, I want you back. May smiles for a few seconds, but then looks defiant. May, well, you can't have me. Rhiannon, what? May, you had no faith in me. You had to see me scare a vampire to death before you would believe in me. I don't want a lover like that. Rhiannon, but. May, please leave. I want to spend time with the one person who stayed with me through thick and thin, my best friend, Luke. Luke grins. Rhiannon, but. Luke, you heard the lady. Now be off with you. Skedaddle. Shoo. Rhiannon, May? May, I'm sorry Rhiannon, but I think you should skedaddle. Rhiannon leaves. Luke turns to May. Luke, did you mean that? You know, that I'm your best friend? May, of course you are. The two walk off arm in arm. Suddenly Luke stops. Luke, when I said I pickle my earwax and keep it in a jar under my bed, you know I was just trying to distract the vampire, don't you? The end.